Hey girlies, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Nay, and I am so excited because we are about to kick off a whole new series called Have Faith and Flourish. In this series, we'll use real life situations, implement scripture to gain new insight, perspective, and be able to implement the tools that we need to utilize to stay strong. Today's topic is one that many of us can really relate to: dating men versus dating ourselves. Have you ever found yourself in situationships feeling drained and asking yourself, what am I doing wrong? Well, maybe it's time to turn that question around and maybe consider, what if I need to date myself first? Today, we're going to church, and I got some powerful Bible verses to support us. So ladies, first let me tell you guys a little bit about my journey. Growing up, I would not always consider myself the church girly. Growing up, me going to church would more so solely depend on if my mom was within a season where, she was going faithfully. And then in some seasons we were not. It was not consistency, and we were not really, like, she gave us our Bible and stuff. When I say us, me and my sister, but she was not teaching us outside of that. I think we were just kind of tagging along while she was getting whatever she needed to feed her spirit for whatever season she was in. And I'm sure many of us can relate to that. And for me, guys, it was so bad because a lot of my family members did go religiously, and they could quote scripture like it was nothing, and it made me really feel out of place because I used to struggle finding Psalms in the Bible when we would be in church, and the pastor would be like, go to this scripture. So it used to be a tough battle for me. I was a mom young, fresh out of high school, so when I moved out early, I had a similar path as my mom, as far as in and out of the church. However, when it came to my faith, when it came to my relationship with God, through any storm that I went through, he never left my side. And that's when I started getting more active with the church. I even taught Bible study at one point, guys, to fifth graders, but that's another story for another time. Just like many of you, I've been through some things, whether that's in a romantic relationship, whether that's in a platonic relationship, whether that's just life and in general. I've been in situations where I've been in committed relationships where I was a wife with no ring, overwork, stress, taking care of the household, tending to a man, taking care of that man and whatever came along with that man. And then I've even, tried the other style of dating and being put in situations where I've had the luxury of experiencing being taken care of to a degree. And, that also came with some things that I wasn't anticipating on experience, which was like manipulation and control and, me finding myself having to people please. Granted, those were choices, whether it was done consciously or subconsciously, but the experiences during the time were very real, despite whatever was the outcome of how I got there. But, those experiences were some tough times, some very hard times for me, some very dark times for me. And in those times, it did not do nothing but push me closer to God. So after a while, what I did was I took a break. I took a break from dating. I took a break from, sex. I took a break from men in general. No calls, no texts, no nothing. I just straight focused on me. And what that looked like for me was, you know, um, taking the time out to really learn who I was, doing the things that I have an interest in, doing the things that, actually bring me joy, figuring out what do I like at this big age these days. I found myself thinking that the gym was one of the things that I did not like and to grow to love it. Um, Now, I got this whole different body shape I want to look like, and, I like doing more active things. It makes me feel good. I love how I feel when I do go to the gym. I recognize how I feel when I don't go to the gym. I feed my spirit more, always doing some type of personal development. I'm always learning something new, engaging in something different, whether it's taking a new class, learning a new skill, going out, meeting new people, trying new things, obtaining new hobbies. And within that time frame of me, just solely focusing on self and what's really important to me and eliminating a man, so let me tell you what I discovered. I discovered more energy. I discovered having peace within. I was able to bring myself back to a happiness state. I found myself having more joyful moments. And I'm not saying that no, you can't have those with men, but when you start actually working and digging in with whatever you need to work on, whatever traumas you may not have healed from, whatever flaws you may have, that you have some areas of opportunity in. When you start working on yourself, you start attracting better because you are better. You've become better. So you now focus on more like-minded things. I know what some of y'all are probably thinking. Nay, does the Bible even say that we should be dating ourselves? Well, not necessarily. However, it does emphasize self-love, wholeness, and basically preparing yourself before you bring anybody else into your life. It also teaches us to know our worth, protect our hearts, and to be able to grow into the best versions of ourselves so we are able to give and receive love in the most healthiest ways. These scriptures show us why it's so essential to be grounded in who we are before we invite someone else onto our journey. So today, I want to share with you 6 powerful scriptures that highlight these values. So we are going to Matthew 22:39. Love your neighbor as yourself. This verse is crucial. You can't love someone else if you don't love yourself. It's like pouring from an empty cup. If you don't value and respect yourself, then you will accept less than what you deserve. God truly wants you to love yourself first so you can extend that healthy love to others. All right, scripture number 2. We're going to Psalms 139:14. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. This verse right here reminds us of our divine worth. You are God's masterpiece. Irreplaceable, invaluable, so precious, so pure, so worthy. Recognizing your worth in Him sets up a healthy foundation for self-image. Not arrogance. It's knowing that you are loved and you are made with purpose. If someone doesn't see your value, it's their loss, not yours. So now we are on scripture number 3. We are looking at Proverbs 4:9. No, I'm lying. We're looking at Proverbs 4:23. My bad, y'all. Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Guard your heart, sis. If you are not whole or healed, you will continue to attract relationships that mirror your brokenness. Take time to work on yourself, understand those triggers, and heal those wounds. You deserve a love that is safe, kind, and whole. All right, we're on the 4th scripture. Now we're going to look at Matthew. We are looking at Matthew 6:6. But when you pray, go into your room, close the door, and pray to your Father, who is unseen. Then your Father, who sees what is done in secret, will reward you. Ladies, solitude is not loneliness. It's sacred time with God. This is where you get to know Him and yourself on a much deeper level. Your identity, purpose, strength, it comes from intimacy with God. It's so important. It's so powerful. It's so potent. 2 more scriptures left. So next one we're moving to is Romans 12:2. And it states, do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, His good, pleasing, and perfect will. Your mind is extremely powerful. I say this on this channel all of the time. What you truly believe about yourself truly does shape your reality. When you renew your mind through the Word and with personal development, you start to see yourself the way that God sees you. Capable, worthy, and destined for greatness. All right, y'all. So we are now on the 6th scripture, and we are going to be looking at Corinthians chapter 7, verse 32 through 34. And it says, I would like you to be free from concern. An unmarried man is concerned about the Lord's affairs, how he can please the Lord. But a married man is concerned about the affairs of this world, how he can please his wife, and his interests are divided. An unmarried woman or virgin is concerned about the Lord's affairs. Her aim is to be devoted to the Lord in both body and spirit. But a married woman is concerned about the affairs of this world and how she can please her husband. Singleness is not a punishment. It's a season of preparation. Use this time to focus on your relationship with God, your goals, and your growth. Embrace this time. So that way, when that person finally comes around, you will be ready. Spending time alone is powerful. It allows you to heal, learn, and grow into the person that God created you to be. You'll discover passions that you never explored and come across strengths that you never knew you had. When you finally meet someone, you won't be looking for someone to complete you, but to complement the person that you have become. Are you taking the time to date yourself? To truly get to know you and appreciate the incredible woman God truly intended for you to be? Drop a comment below and let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching, girlies. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. As always, stay blessed and keep glowing. Until next time, and remember, you are fearfully and wonderfully made. See you in the next video.